This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Good morning and welcome to Guardian Radio AM. Today is finally Friday. They call it Lovers Friday because it's actually Friday the 13th and one day before Valentine's Day. What are you and your Valentine doing tomorrow? I'm hoping that she cooks. I mean, someone got to cook.
Yeah.
And someone got to eat.
Come to Mardi Gras.
Yeah, or you come to Mardi
I
Gras.
was about to say, come to Mardi Gras. And then,
Sound like that's my Dayton's College Alumni Association.
Giants in the house.
Giants in the
yeah.
house. I'm excited. Every time they pass by about their events and activities, I tend to get excited. But this time, they explained to me that the Alumni Association is bigger than I thought. Because I have Girth Jack Ford in studio, and I thought that he was the alumni president. He said, no. I'm the president of the Nassau chapter. Ask how many chapters there is. You know? It's apparently there's a Grand Bahama chapter. There is a New Providence chapter, and then there's an overall alumni. So I don't think no other school does that, right? No, so I'm going to go in detail with that because I want to give some shout out on how the organization is, what you all are doing, why you're so active. Right? You know about SAC being
we love our
active.
school.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know about Aaron Bailey being active.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
Government
St.
High is
John's,
active, yeah.
I think, may have the strongest or most vibrant alumni association that does things amongst themselves. So I want to hear about that story. And without further ado, I want to introduce Mr. Girth Jack Ford, who's here with my aunt Jacqueline Duncombe.
That's right.
And of course, she's anything with St. John's, she's there. And she
yeah.
just show up. She
Right.
show up and then take over.
Yeah.
She show up and take over.
That's us.
So I'm excited to have her here. But before that, I want Ford give a narrative. Explain how come you all have like 4 different chapters and what are the chapters, who the presidents, give the shout outs there, and then give the mandate of you. And then the mandate of the various organizations within that and subcommittees.
Okay. Well, the various island chapters have the mandate to support the overall alumni. Okay, because what we do is if you're a resident in Nassau, then you come to the Nassau chapter events. But of course, there's a rather strong Grand Bahama, pretty strong Bimini, as well as Exuma. So when they decide to do things, they come amongst themselves and do things, and then when the overall alumni association is doing something, then they come and pool resources. So now what we have the Mardi Gras tomorrow, which we can talk about in a little bit. So all of the island chapter representatives will send their support either in funds or in kind to support this great fundraising effort.
That is different. I tend to be an advisor for a number of alumni associations, starting up and giving advice on what they need to be doing, on the articles and everything like that. And it's the first time I'm now appreciating different chapters of an alumni association. And I'm trying to listen to, and just to get reconnaissance to carry back now. See, I got to listen to St. John's, right?
Yeah.
And I want to still know, like, how do you organize that? And how does it work? Do you work WhatsApp groups?
Yeah.
So, tell me.
Well, but the technology now is there such that you can, with WhatsApp, with email,
Facebook, that's right,
and,
Zoom
and
meetings.
so forth. Yeah, Zoom meetings, and we're to the point where our chapter meeting, the last chapter meeting that we
Hybrid.
had at the beginning
That's
at the end of
February.
January. No,
January, that's
because
January,
remember
that's
now, our February meeting is Tuesday coming.
That's correct,
It's
that's
the third
correct, that's correct.
Tuesday.
In each month.
In the month.
For
Okay,
Nassau.
so we have that locked in.
So you meet every month?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You all that want to go back to high school, you meet every month?
Yes. You have to be intentional.
I listening. I'm
Oh yeah.
listening.
Well, and you see, we have next year is the 80th.
That's it. That's it right there.
And so there are plenty plans afoot.
You gotta bring 'em in.
Okay, and so we need, there are literally thousands.
Oh, yes.
When the school has been around for 80 years,
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna have thousands of alumni, and we have, as you said, we have an active alumni association, but yet we know that there are a lot of people out there, and like you say,
That we haven't
and like the
reached yet.
Bible say, in the highways and byways,
Oh,
that
yeah.
we got to go and grab them
Bring
and
them
say, hey,
in.
look, you are part of us. You graduated with us. You went to
That's it.
school with us.
That's it.
Whether you were up there on the hill on Market Street or whether you were to the new school,
In Stapleton
they ain't
Gardens.
new anymore,
That's right.
but Stapleton Gardens. And so you're part of us. So come and participate. Every year we have the old school dance.
That's right.
So
Mardi
we
Gras
come-
every
yeah,
year.
Mardi Gras every year. So we have these standing events.
Oh, yeah.
But next year we hope to have
Big
a
and grand.
raffle. We hope
yeah,
to
big and
have
grand.
a banquet.
Oh, yeah.
Really blow it up.
I like that old school dance idea.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
Alumni Association puts that on.
Yes, purely the Alumni Association. And it is fabulous. You come with your daishiki and your bell bottoms
Oh,
and
yeah.
your platform.
Chicken in the bag,
You
and
know,
he
and
comes
we
with us.
dance to Casey and the Sunshine Band. And oh yeah, we do the Hully Gully.
Old school.
It's an old school event and we really have fun.
I already
Now,
get-
there's plenty Ben Gay to get that up to apply the next morning.
I already have callers, but how do you keep like young graduates involved in alumni? You all old people. I mean, not
Oh,
except you
yeah.
and Jackie. I know
That's
you're not an
okay.
old woman,
That's okay.
but I mean,
right.
how you all get young people to join the alumni and say, "I come into your meetings," and you're all over 40, man.
Well, I tell you what, my dear nephew, CA, we have to be intentional. And that's a challenge reaching the generations after us. Because next year will be 50 years for me since I graduated from St. John's.
50 years.
50 years, 1977. I'm still looking young, right? Very good. But St. John's College has been too good to us. And each of us has something to do, something to give. And it's important that we give back. The Bible says, to whom much is given, much is required. And so we've been intentional. We've been intentional bringing back. We just basically got established by statutory-wise recently.
Recently?
Yeah, recently.
But you've all been active for decades.
But we've been active, right? But that's why we've been trying to wick it in, push it through. But now we're on the forward movement.
Yeah.
And we're moving strong. Well, you saw the 75th, we had a big display to the mall at Marathon.
yes,
And you saw that no other school came with that display to the mall or any of the malls, whether it's Government High or SAC. No.
What do you say to schools who want to become alumni,
Yes, sir.
alumni of schools who want to be active, but they say all the graduates seem despondent?
Well, I put it to you this way. We sat under some trees in the schoolyard that someone has planted some seeds in. They planted some seeds in their yard. And we ought to go back now and plant some more seeds.
What do you tell people to?
But
And
I-
that's a
I-
simple
you know,
fix. See,
and-
because you didn't just make it as the big corporate lawyer or the doctor, the Indian chief, whatever. You had to go to school, and you had teachers, and they did sacrificial work, and they gave. We have to give back. The school can't fund itself through the school fees. The alumni is the greatest force. You can imagine the thousands that have come through St. John's College and other schools. Well, we have to now give, if each of us only give a dues, $60 a year, $5 a month. That's menial. But I always tell them, an alumni, when I meet up with them later on, I'm glad we did the class listings. We were very intentional with that. Because, see, when they did the 70th for St. John's, and that would have been in 2027, when they did that, I say, wait, we doing a disservice to ourselves because we're trying to do all this work for 70 years with 5 people working this. People want to see their name on a board, on a piece of paper, even if it's just a cardboard. They want to see, because see, when I see your name on the cardboard under the class year, I hold you accountable. Because I can say, look here, see, I see your name on the class of, or Jackie, I see your name in the class of 77. We need some donations from you. We need some dollars, or we need a hookup. And you have something to give back, so don't come with no other excuses.
I like that.
And just to kind of piggyback, I really must give props to Mr. Andrew Five Albury.
Who's
Yes.
Andrew?
Who is a graduate
He was the
of
leader.
St. John's
Yeah, 90
who
was-
really
yes.
took this alumni
73.
association idea and really he took it on his back and it was through conversations with him, a good St. Agnes man.
Oh, yes.
Right? I by conversations with
Five
him,
old
that
men.
he lit the fire in me because I was one of those alumni.
Oh, yeah, just right
I
there.
said, okay, I graduate high school, well, fine.
That's
Mardi
the
Gras
past.
happened.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the past. Let me go on. And,
Yes,
and
yes,
I go on
yes.
to COB
Yes.
and I go on to, I
Yes.
went to Tuskegee University. I continued my education. But now that I'm, at this age and I'm looking and I'm saying, hey,
Gotta give back.
look at St. John's. Look at my school.
You need some,
Let-
need some
yeah.
encouragement.
Need help,
Yeah,
need help.
yeah, let
And
me
painting
help.
up.
Need
Let
help
me do
paint
what I can.
Everything,
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
everything.
You know?
And
Yeah.
you see what happened, like Gert said, with Andrew Aubrey, we give him kudos. See, then it was more every October. That last week in October, they did domestic travel
Yeah.
to the various islands. They went to Bimini, they went to Freeport, and it was a fellowship type thing where you come and you gather as alumni. Whoever comes, it's a small group, and they came and they fellowship. But it was that same core of that same bunch of people core, and I would say the core of the whole work of the alumni is from that same Market Street Hill North. Father Dudley Strawn put it in our spirit from our school song, "Come forth, all you scholars, you old ones and you. Boast proudly the school that was founded by you. Join hands in support of the structure you built. You nurture through harness. Give what you will. Sing loudly its praises and lend it your aid. St. John's must not die, nor its name ever
never
fade."
fade.
You can't let St. John's name fade.
But that by itself would invoke passion. So apparently every school needs some kind of pledge.
Yeah.
But guess what?
That
though?
reminds you that you need to come back.
But guess what? See, you had a very valid point. Point right there. Valid point there. Father Strawn, Dudley Strawn on Market Street Hill. Every single morning was a assembly, and every single morning at St. Agnes Church was a mass.
Yeah.
But every morning we had to sing the school song. It just started about probably 73. I'll say probably in 73 they bought that school song. It was written by Susan Wallace. The words and the music was by Muriel Inyas from principal at St. Anne's. But that school song we had to learn it so and feeling. It's 4 verses, but we sang the first and the last. But guess what? Do you know after they relocated from Market Street Hill North, that would have been in January 79, I think it was.
Yeah.
Because we would have been 77 would have been the last formal, and then 78 was the ones who lastly there. But 79 graduated from Don and Stable and Guides.
Stable, yeah.
After that, what happens? If you don't be intentional with securing your memorials, they get dropped. So there are a number of alumni among us who don't know the school song. And we are now intentionally trying to
Gotta
teach
be
it to them.
intentional.
Yeah.
Listen to the words of it because we have a responsibility to give back.
Before we start talking about Mardi Gras, 'cause we got to talk about Mardi Gras for the last 15 minutes
Yes,
before we
yes,
go,
yes.
right? What does the alumni do in terms of giving back? Give me some examples of what you have done or what you are encouraging your membership to do.
Well, by giving back simply, I'll let Greg continue. First thing we do, like simple things, as simple as this may be. School opens in September. Cool treats. Serve water. Serve sweet drinks, cool drinks for the hot air atmosphere. But it's a means for the students to see us, to touch us. You come to Founders Day every year, January. We bring little treats. We sit down with them under the tree in the classrooms. We give them pep talks and stuff.
So you
They
must
see our
make sure the
presence.
current students
Oh, yeah.
see you
Oh,
active
yeah.
and involved.
And not only that, when it's graduations in June, we give every graduate an alumni pin. I'm not wearing my one right now because I have my bag somewhere pushed down. But we give them a pin.
So it's important that alumni association welcome new alumni.
That's it right there.
Yes, they have to be.
We tell them, you're leaving these halls now as a student, graduate. But you are now officially an alumni. Alumna, young ladies, alumni, young men, us, young men. But we are all alumni. Look back, give back. Don't forget, don't leave St. John's things behind when you walk out the doors.
Right.
Keep them in your heart. And 'cause we have a responsibility to give back.
Yeah.
Kurt?
The kinds of things that we do in terms of the alumni, St. John's has secured some land right to the west where we intend to build a field.
That's right, track and field.
Track and field area. Then especially with the junior John Canoe. The alumni are very, very active, making sure that the materials are there so that the children have the art and craft materials for their costumes and so forth. So they're tangible things.
Oh, yeah.
That,
and mentorship programs are ongoing.
Mentorship programs. Yeah.
And every graduate year, we encourage them, go to the school, see what has to be intentionally done. If it's painting, if it's probably doing a decorative or beautification or whatever. But now that we are formalized, statutory-wise, greater things coming.
Yeah.
Greater
Now, let's talk about
looking
Mardi
at-
Gras.
Yes.
When is Mardi Gras, Adi?
Tomorrow.
February
February
14th.
14th.
Tomorrow, February 14th.
You have Mardi Gras on Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the best day to have
Exactly.
a Valentine when you look at a day of love. Because guess what? This is a family affair. All generations from 1947 when John started straight through. There are activities for all generations. So mommy could come, daddy could come, children could come, aunties could come, gordies could come. Cousins could come, siblings could come, classmates could come. It's a fellowship, it's a reunion, it's a family affair from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m.
12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Mardi Gras is going on. And there's going to be the great return. Every alumni tend to gather, return to the school.
And their school shirts too. And then they change too for the launch. So in the launch, so while the parents are late evening in the lounge area, the kiddies are in the movie room and the youth are in the dance, a big dance. Oh, yes, and we having a big bingo. So there's activities and fun for everyone.
Yeah.
Now-
Lots of food, drinks, and stuff.
You know, everyone knows I went to SAC. But
know that.
Heron,
And we love you.
every year when I was in school, you hear St. John's having its Mardi Gras. Therefore, we all have to
Like the
sojourn.
Red Cross Fair.
Yeah, it's like the Red Cross
Like
Fair.
the Red
We
Cross
have to
Fair.
sojourn and pay tribute
Oh,
to
yeah.
St. John's.
And we
That's all the
appreciate
private
that.
schools
And we
going to
appreciate
St.
that.
John's
That's right.
for the Mardi Gras.
That's correct.
Why people go to the Mardi Gras so?
Well, I mean, I
know so
recall
many
as
different
a young kid, that Thursday or that Friday before, pile up in the old man car.
Oh, yeah.
And we go to Mike's and we try see if we
Get
can
your
get some
outfits,
decent
clothes,
shoes or
tennis,
decent
clothes,
tennis,
or something,
Then we go to another clothing store, see if we can get a nice shirt, some nice jeans. You stepping out. And so that's why we're tomorrow being Valentine's Day. We expect everybody to be all, as we Bahamians say, all Valentines up, right?
All Valentines up.
All
Instead of
Valentines
green.
up, right?
But that green could be there, though. That green could be-
but the
we
green
can
would be
lift it
there.
up and then you can put it back on.
I have a quick call I want to include in this conversation. Then we continue to talk about Mardi Gras before we go. Go ahead, caller. Guardian Radio AM, you're live.
Good morning, Mr. Newry. How you doing, sir?
Doing well. How you doing?
Fine, and you and to your guests. Mr. Newry, I'd like to congratulate the old scholars and, the alumni of St. John's College for keeping it up. I've been out of May, and the Prime Minister went to St. John's on Market Street at the top.
68.
Him and I went to Eastern Junior and Eastern Senior on Market Street and Madeira Street. He went on to St. John's. I went to the government high. But I would like to say, a big hat off to St. John's because they've been having events from, I love the olden goldies that they have every year there. I like to go back to the Barry White and Teddy Pendergrass and all of them kind of days, you know what I mean? And they have that religiously, and I don't think I've missed one of those olden goldies. St. Joseph's does the same thing on Farrington Road. And Government High, I have a problem with the Government High old scholars. They seem to only celebrate when they are 100 years old or when they 50 years old, and they don't seem to do it every year. They don't seem to encourage people to do this thing and get people together every year. But all you do is hear your old schoolmates dying, your government high schoolmates, your jocular friends, your church friends, and your neighborhood friends. They just dying every day. We getting older. I'm 74, Mr. Newry. And I still here, when you say old and goldie gum, I might not have a wheelchair, but I got a 4-wheel, not a walking stick. So I grab my wheelchair sometime and I get on the floor and I hold on the wheelchair and I don't go and shake the hip left, right, and center, and I have a good time.
Thank you very much, Sparky. I appreciate it. So tomorrow is Mardi Gras. It starts at 12 p.m. What to expect? Oh, first of all, do I need to pay to get in? I mean, I know what the answer is.
You pay a minimal $2.
$2. So
$2.
I pay $2 to go in, and then what happens?
After that, there's a whole suite of offerings for you.
Yeah.
Is there
From
enough
food.
parking for
There's
everybody?
lots
Oh,
of stuff
parking.
for all ages.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you start with the little kiddies.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
have all the sweets and
Youth.
treats. I understand that they're gonna have the little train.
Oh,
Thing,
yeah. Ferris wheel, more or less.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The little train thing for them to sit there and ride. So there'll be lots of games for them to play. And then as you come to the older, there'll be some other games for the older.
Oh, yeah.
Then we're
For
gonna have
youth.
food. I understand that they're gonna have pizza.
Food trucks.
And other food trucks
Oh, yes.
and
Oh, yes.
stalls.
Oh, yeah.
Bahamian, good Bahamian food
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And
international
the
food,
Alumni
too.
Association, I'd be remiss
That's
as
right.
the alumni chapter president
Oh, yes.
if I did not put a plug for this
Big
bingo.
bingo, the big bingo.
I have been on some other promotions where we've been talking about how this bingo gonna be the biggest bingo
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bahamas has ever
Good
seen.
prices.
Oh, yeah,
I like
good
good prices.
Excellent
Good
prices.
price.
All
Good
ages.
prices.
St. John's Anglican, so I know they have that Anglican spirit of big prices.
Oh, man,
Oh,
big
yeah.
I
and
want,
nice
I want to carry
prices.
home a
So
washing
you
machine.
Oh,
Okay, then.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
bring it in,
Yeah.
bring it in, bring it in.
Bring it in.
And you know
Yeah.
something, like I said, there's lots of food, lots of drinks. And there's a wide space in St. John's because behind that school is all kind of land in there. So we can have there can be sections for the children, kiddies, sections for the youth, sections for the adults, and then of course the middle area would be for general area, but it's gonna be entertainment galore. But you know something? Sparky said something that is so key. He says that every year, us having it every year is people want things to do. Activities are family affair, all generations. So you come, you can put the kids some there, the youth there, the adults some there, and all have fun.
I see I have another call, want to engage you. So Kermit Patch that call through. Go ahead, caller. You're live. We're talking about St. John's Alumni Association. Go ahead.
Hi, morning. How are you?
Doing well. Go ahead, ma'am.
My name is Marsha Stubbs. I'm calling from Freeport. I'm just saying an encouragement to everybody. I'm an alumna of St. John's from 1975. We celebrated our 50th year last year and into this year. And just want to say to everybody, be out to the Mardi Gras. The best fun you will ever have is at St. John's College Mardi Gras.
There you go. There you go. And thanks very much.
That's right.
You know
That's
what's
Marsha.
impressed me? You just heard a voice in your ear say, "Oh, that's class of 75."
Oh, yes, right away.
Before she started talking,
And
you
that's-
already know who she is.
And that's key because you know what it was. That's like how we did that display at the mall. It's all about recognition
Recognition,
of
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Everyone wants to be, everyone matters, and everyone wants to be
So
recognized.
it's important to celebrate fellow alumni.
Exactly.
Whether they on the streets still whopping and strung out, or whether they big time judge, and we have plenty of them. Trust me, everyone wants to know, because when we greet each other, we say, you're a true blend of hearts. And we encourage them who's still struggling, you're bigger than this. Much bigger than this. And it's all about connecting. See, the Lord allowed each of us to meet some people along the road. You happen to have gone to the road up on Fox Hill, and I happen to go on Market Street Hill, just not far from where I lived. But the Lord allowed us to meet people throughout the years. And now we have to, it's intentional. Many of them now are challenged health-wise or even otherwise. But just to know that there's some happy moments and when they can remember good days, nothing like that.
It's
and
a memory.
St. John's
Come
Mardi
back
Gras
and
is one of good
reminisce.
memories.
Memories.
And trust me. So safety and security, it'll be enforced.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't
Okay,
gotta-
good.
Oh, yeah.
So I ain't got to worry about nothing.
you ain't got to worry about nothing like that. The police will be out
And
the
do you
full
all
force.
always have a group of men at the front gate who collect the money,
That's
but
right,
they
fraternity.
organize everyone? Who they?
Oh, there's
That's the
fraternities.
Anglican Church man.
And
Okay,
and
and
the
I
fraternity
really
too,
would
right?
like to
That's right.
give kudos for years now. The Anglican Church man, and I go to Holy Cross Anglican Church, and my ACM chapter president, Christian Knowles, he sent something in the chat. He said, "Okay, I need names. Who's coming from 12 to 2? Who's going to man from 2 to 4, and so forth." So I could put names in because Holy Trinity sent in, St. Agnes sent in,
That's it.
That's probably
St.
give back.
Ambrose
Oh, yeah,
sent in. Yeah, oh
volunteerism.
yeah. You see?
Volunteerism.
And everybody, and it's really good when people see men.
Oh, yeah, especially
All right,
men.
you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
in our country, education
That's
seems
it.
to be really, really dominated by
By
women,
women.
and so it's
That's
really
true.
important. So that when we see an event like this that is
Oh,
around
yes.
a school where you see
Oh, yeah.
men participating
Oh, yes.
and taking such a pivotal role.
And not only that, you know, it's a joy to see me, for me, to see the men bringing their little children out to the fair.
Yeah.
Man, look here, that's be so much joy. It's good interview. I said, Son Paul's Day out, Godfather Day out, come bring those children. Nothing like being there. It's a family, wholesome fun. It's like the Red Cross Fair. Man, the Mardi Gras is next to that, on top of that.
When I go to the Mardi Gras, you all have seem to have an international section.
Oh, yes.
yes.
All kind of
Oh,
foreign
yeah.
food. Where you
Very-
get the foreign food from?
Because you have teachers here,
Yeah,
and then
the
you have
teachers.
parents, and then
Yeah.
you have vendors, number one. Because look here, this world is a global world. Just in Nassau, global,
Yeah.
and we
It's
want
much
that-
easier than you think
much
to get
easier.
people, international people
Roti
coming in.
curry, whatever. You know, you
And
want
it
that.
tastes good. It's like
Oh, yeah,
authentic
it's
type
good.
food.
Authentic food.
And it's good to expand your horizons
Oh,
and
yes.
develop your
Oh,
palate to
yes.
see what other people,
Oh, yes.
how other
Oh,
people
yes.
season their
Oh,
food
yes.
and so forth.
And let's not forget that comfort of every year. I have to give kudos to the Strawn sisters.
Oh, amen.
Karen Strawn and Michael Strawn
Amen.
and Zandra and
You
Flora.
got
and
to
the
come and
Strawn
get-
family, they are alumni
Yeah.
in John's College. And they had the best comforters. And trust me, they give back everything back to the school.
The whole money.
The
you make.
whole,
boy,
they
your alumni good.
they fund their stall and they give back the whole, they say the whole hog go back to St. John.
And before we
Give
go,
back.
because I have another school who wants to come upstairs shortly, right?
Okay, yes.
Before you go, you mentioned some kind of lounge. What you
Oh,
mean lounge?
yes.
Now,
yeah.
every year, the alumni, like Jackie said, those who have children, young children, come to the Mardi Gras and, turn the children loose and let them go.
Yes.
Have fun with their
It's
friends.
safe.
Yeah,
Safe. Go.
And so
Yeah.
now, for other fairs, what do you do as an
What do you
adult?
do as an adult?
Well, we have the alumni lounge.
Alumni lounge,
Where you
yeah.
come, we have chairs set up, we have the sofa set up, we have the standing tables.
Very
and so
high end.
forth.
Oh, yeah. With music and
yeah.
everything set up and nice little hors d'oeuvres.
Right, and we have, like you say, hors d'oeuvres,
Oh,
we'll
yeah, and
eat
you
some
meet
drinks
people,
there,
meet some more
and we
alumni.
mingle and we do real networking.
Oh, yes.
in
Oh,
there.
yes.
You
Oh,
see?
yeah.
And the fullest time is had by all.
Awesome.
Just so I know some of my alumni colleagues who they don't really care about anything else.
Except
they
coming
just come
there.
in for their lounge.
That's right. That's right. That's
You
right.
know,
That's right.
and they,
That's
they
right.
come in with their funds for the lounge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So how much money I got to bring? I know I come in.
As much as possible.
Well, bring as much as possible because trust me, with that bingo and winning them nice prices them and buying a nice food.
Because then you say you want to wash
yeah,
it, right?
Yeah, you want to wash your rice, so bring penny money.
Yeah, bring money for that. Yeah,
Penny
yeah,
money.
It's $2 to come in.
Yeah.
But I'd say average wise, I'd say maybe about $40 each, $50 each. I write to my husband, look here, I have me only $50 in my hand. Because when I want a little daiquiri or that nice little snow cone or my comforts and my wings, because they can be some, and the tropical jam and all that, I want a little taste of every little thing. Plus playing my games. So that's only minimal now. I mean, it's up to you. Because the children can need to have their own budget. Because I don't
Exactly,
want no one
you
come
have
board.
the budget.
Because one day when I have Mardi Gras too. You come, you go buy a ticket stamp to
Yeah.
in the bank.
Yeah.
And then you travel with your tickets around the place.
So it's much
So,
safer.
so if you happen to see some tickets up on the ground, just pick them up.
So
and
God
say,
bless me.
God bless me.
Yes.
That's the key.
Okay.
It's safe. And
Tomorrow is St. John's Mardi Gras.
All day.
All day from
All
12 to 12.
Oh, yeah.
The Alumni Association, St. John's Mardi Gras Association, St. John's Alumni Association will be present.
Oh, yeah,
Because the
present.
Mardi Gras, I want to be clear, the Mardi Gras is a PTA.
It's a PTA event.
thing.
Okay,
Uh-huh,
it's a
but the
PTA
alumni
event, so
helping
let's be
assistance.
clear.
Yes,
and,
on
and
that.
I don't want to step on
Yeah,
their toes.
exactly.
It is
Because
their
they're the
event,
organizer.
but they're
Sean
Evans is the president.
and
Dania
the
Clark is the vice
president,
okay,
and then so
yeah.
they're doing a great job. And we just, as alumni, we just happen to have stalls because alumni can have stalls, as well as each class having a stall.
And you give back all that money to the
Give
PTA.
back. Well, of course, with the
yeah.
other stores, we probably give back a percentage wise, but overall, it's all about giving back. So again, we invite all alumni from 1947 to present. Come with your mommy, your daddy, your Grammy, your uncle.
It's a family
your-
affair.
It's a family affair. Grandfathers, grandmothers, godparents, bring them all. Bring your sisters, siblings, your cousins.
Tomorrow.
Link up tomorrow. You probably haven't seen each other since Christmas, so link up tomorrow.
Link up tomorrow.
And all alumni, wear your colors.
Call your class
Wear
and
your
say,
colors.
come, we
Call
coming
your
out.
class, because around the middle of the day, you take a picture, a cool picture, you get posted all over social
And
media.
if you don't
Come on
have
down.
no alumni paraphernalia, still come.
We have something to
because
sell
we
for
can
you
have
right
some
there.
for you to
On
buy.
sale.
If you want one hat
That's
or you
right.
want one towel or
They
something,
could be right
come,
there on
we can have
sale.
it there.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank
This
you
has
so much,
been
too. Thank
you for having us.
We
Guardian
appreciate
Radio
that.
AM. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I was talking to God Jack Ford and Miss Jacqueline Duncombe.
Popal Duncombe.
I was going to say I answered for Popal
I
inside
said
that.
Popal
I just came in Duncombe today. Popal Duncombe.
I know. I said, I born a Popal.
There you go.
Stay a Popal.
We'll be right back.
Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate that, man.
Sign in and have a seat, please. They'll call you in for your x-ray shortly.
That's why they call it a waiting room. You won't have that problem at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Groner. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiologist can conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Boy, you know what going down tomorrow?
Nobody, what happening?
Joe bringing these knives to school. He could do Junior in.
For what?
Boy, he fooled with Joe girl.
Mother sick. And you know Junior don't back down for nothing. So that means you got a big fight tomorrow.
So whose side you on?
Side? I trying to stay in school, not Simpson Pen. We gotta tell somebody about this fight.
Tell somebody? I ain't no snitch. I mean cool, you know.
Boy, if you so cool, then you need to stay in school and stay out of the fight.
Yeah, but if I don't hang on Joe's side, him and these boys coming for me next.
Alright, so we definitely gotta tell somebody. We gotta prevent the fight.
What I say, I don't want nobody call me snitch.
We could just call Crime Stoppers. You could report what you know, and nobody gotta know it's you.
So how did I boy?
All you gotta do is call them, or you text them through the Crack Crime Bahamas app, and nobody can know it's you.
Then the police come looking for me for more info, and when they finish with them, Joe them coming looking for me?
When you call Crime Stoppers, the call go directly to Miami, and they don't ask nothing about you. Then you can get the pen from them, and they can claim a reward later using that same pen.
Plus, everything's scrambled, so nobody can read what you're saying.
Call 328-847-242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
And welcome back to Guardian Radio AM. Of course, this is CA Newry, and we're continuing our expose of alumni associations. In studio, we have CC Sweeting. What year you are?
1986, would you believe it?
You
40
old.
years, a whole generation.
1986.
86.
So this is the class of 1986 that's doing something big?
Beg your pardon?
You're doing something big?
Yeah, we're doing something big. You know, it's 40 years. A lot has happened within 40 years, and this is a year of Thanksgiving and celebration. We're celebrating a whole generation because, you know, according to the biblical times, 40 years is a generation.
It's a generation.
It's a whole generation. So we are celebrating. We have lost so many friends and loved ones along the way, and this is a celebration of life.
This is a particular class that is celebrating, and
Yes.
you're celebrating 40 years. And this is CC Sweeting's class of
86.
1986. Why did you decide to celebrate?
We decided to celebrate because as we, you know, a few of us friends, we always get together so often. We get together, a few us guys, we shoot pool together. Sometimes like once a month we get together, we shoot pool, and then we get together with the girls sometimes. And during the Christmas holiday, we had a party at one of the classmates' house. And we talked about it, and we said, yeah, you know, some 40 years. We realized 40 years.
Let's do something.
Let's do something. We did something for our 20th year also, and it was spectacular. And so we're hoping that this one will be bigger and better. And we're hoping that we'll raise enough funds that we'll be able to do something good for the students there at the CC Sweeting Senior
So
High
let's
School.
talk about the event, right? You're celebrating 40 years.
Yes.
You're trying to get your entire class to come back, wherever they are, make an effort to come back and have this celebration. What is exactly you going to do?
Okay, we're hoping we have a whole list of stuff that we're going to be doing on that particular, on the day of our anniversary. We have a lot of stuff leading up to. Okay, so
let's talk about the leading up to. So just in case people who are listening, it's not inside your WhatsApp group, want to participate in one or two of the other events, and then of course they come in and participate in the big event. So what all's still pending, and then go straight to the big event afterwards?
Okay, the first thing we have out of the gate, this is our launch. We wanted to give persons time to catch themselves during the month of January, because you know January is basically a slow month. People coming off of Christmas break,
You have 56
everything like
days.
that. Yeah, so we wanted to give people a chance to catch themselves. But then we thought about it, saying February being the month, and so we wanted to have a post Valentine dance, and it's going to be 80s music and backward. You know, so we're going from 80s back to the 70s, 60s. Whatever
Old school dance.
Old school dance segment. And we're asking the mature crowd. Now, I know you mentioned about our old alumni and our old classmates and stuff coming out, but we don't just want them. We want alumni from Aaron Bailey have a great alumni. If people from Aaron Bailey want to come out, people from GHS, we want to invite the grown folks.
Open to the public then.
Open to the public. It's just not to our school.
So where the event is going to be?
The event is going to be held at the CC Sweeting, Senior High School, and we're going to be using the auditorium there. And because we wanted to take it back to the school. Because I remember when we used to have our school dance, you used to pay $1 or 50 cents back in the day to be able to come out of your clothes and out of your uniform and come in your own regular clothes. But now we're asking people to dress up, come out, bring out your best stuff. And look here, one of the things we have going around in our group, we say 40 and fabulous. We look good for 40 years.
I mean, you kind of look, well. Yeah.
Come on, tell me. If I look old, tell me.
You look. Yeah, you look. Yeah, go ahead.
I tell you. So we've been keeping it together, and I know I look good. I know I look young.
It's good to stay positive.
Yes, and I have kids. My youngest is 30 years old.
Yeah, my God.
And when I go out with her, they ask her who this fella is.
Yeah.
And I have to remind them, and she have to know this is my daddy. This is my daddy.
Yeah,
you know. So we want to celebrate life. You know, one of the greatest tragedies they said is not dying. A lot of people worry about dying. Oh, I might die and this. No, the greatest tragedy is not living. You know, understand? And so we as the 48th year group, we want to tell people this is a celebration. We want to come together and do, because no one knows who's going to be the next person.
So when is the event itself?
The event is on the 28th.
The 28th of February.
Yes.
February 28th is the old school dance.
Old school
It's
dance.
open to the public. It's going to be at
CC Sweeting, Senior High School. Yeah, so we're going to ask persons come on, and then the tickets are $25.
That's cheap.
I'm telling you, and it includes one drink, and it comes with a drink. You know, and today, just to purchase a drink as you go out, just to get one drink now, it's about $15. I
know.
think they told me $15 off the top. So technically, you're spending only $10 entrance fee, and you're getting a drink for $15. All right, but our drinks are not going to be $15 because we want to take it back to some old school prices. So we're going to try and keep our prices as low as we can. But we want persons to come out and have fun, have clean, wholesome fun, and have security. We're going to have security. It's really going to be enforced. We're looking for the grown folks. We're looking for persons, even young people, if they want to come out. If you know how to behave yourself and you know how to conduct yourself well and enjoy yourself, this is what it's about. It's about having fun. Loads of fun on that night.
Okay, we can talk about that event before we go again. What else you doing?
Okay, we're gonna be doing a fun run walk.
When that is?
Well, that is slated. We want to do that sometime around April because we want to do something heading into each month. We want to do something different, and we want to keep building the momentum.
It sounds like a year-long celebration.
Well, it's not going to be. Well, we're going to do from now until we would have graduated. We would have left school in June, and we would have had our graduation. So we're trying to bring it down to June. So we're still in the formulating stages because we want to. Some of us didn't make prom. Like me, I didn't make prom, right? And
I'm gonna ask you why.
No, but there's a lot going on at that time. But the thing about it is, we even want to do a prom night. You understand me? So we're going to carry on and do some stuff and really, really bring it back to old school. We really want to bring it back to that time.
Now, CC Sweden is a public school.
It's a public school.
I won't boast or be braggadocious. I went to them private schools, so they have an air about us. We expect to celebrate. I see you all have shirt and thing.
Yeah, man. But this is a shirt from our 20th year.
Oh, okay.
So I brought this one out, and we didn't finish printing our t-shirts yet.
Print shirt and thing too?
Yeah, man. Listen, we carrying on. Let me tell you something. We came from a great background, we came from a background that dared to dream, to know that you could become whatever you want. Right now, the Governor General of the country was one of our PE teachers at the school at the time, Cynthia Mother Pratt. So I'm telling you, some good things came out of CC. She pushed some good stuff. She did some good stuff. And so, we really are a good alumni group. We're gonna have our anniversary. Our banquet is going to be we're slaying it for the ending part of June.
You're in a banquet too?
Yeah, man. Our last banquet we had was in 1986 when we did the 20-year anniversary. We did our banquet at back then it was the British Colonial Hotel, and we had we had the Defense Force Band was there playing for us. We just do things top notch. I want to tell people it's not going to be any half show here. everything is going to be top notch. We did Humanitarian of the Year, so we're still looking for a person so if you know anyone you could nominate for Humanitarian of the Year, could be a Humanitarian of the Year who is giving back to their community, doing stuff and helping in the community. We're looking for Humanitarian of the Year. 20 years ago, our Humanitarian of the Year was Zena Berland, and she donated some $15,000, I think it was between $10,000 and $15,000 to what we were doing. And she was our humanitarian.
We have a caller who wants to engage you, but does your class give back to the school? No, keep that there. I can just engage this caller. I want to hear what you're doing for the school. It's good to celebrate her party and thing, but I want to know that you're giving back. Go ahead, Kermit. Connect this caller for me, please. Guardian Radio AM, you're live.
Guardian Radio, Mr. Newry and to the CC Sweden crew.
Yes.
I hear y'all are talking a lot about CC Sweden, which is good. You know, CC Sweden had a rough time back in my time. That was in 70, 87 and things like that. 67, you know, they had a myth about CC Sweden. Mm-hmm. But can I say on Guardian Radio that CC Sweden has given the Bahamas one of the best talk show hosts in this country?
I didn't go to CC Sweden.
No, and the person of Mr. Rodney Munker.
Oh, okay, I understand. Get me confused there. Go ahead, continue.
No, but CC, you know, the Commodore of the Defense Force.
The former Commissioner of Police.
Former Commissioner. CC did some things, you know. But it's not being pushed the way it should be pushed.
Yes.
You know, I only waiting for CC now to give us a prime minister.
Maybe soon.
And it's on the way.
I think so.
I
think so, but I can continue listening.
I appreciate
You're doing well. You're representing CC on a high note. I know Mr. Munko to being proud.
Yes, definitely. I am impressed, and we need to be reminded of the great things that public schools in general, and in this particular time, CC Sweden has accomplished.
Yeah, and you know, they used to call CC back in the day the Big Dollars.
I grew up hearing that.
But listen, that was not a badge of disgrace. That was a badge of honor. Because back in the day, they didn't have no records of girls getting pregnant in school. What A. Leonard Archer did, he realized that a lot of girls were being put out of school because they were being pregnant at other schools. And what he did, he formulated a program to accept those girls after they had children to come back to school.
There you go.
So they called CC the Big Dollars, but they were not the Big Dollars because the girls were not getting pregnant in CC. The girls were given a second chance at CC. So CC is considered a school of a second chance.
And a school of opportunity. And a school of accepting it. Yeah, that's good. That's something to celebrate. And inclusion, yeah. So I want to hear what you're giving back to the school.
Like I said, back 20 years ago, our class, we gave back, we gave some, I think it was 10 or 15,000. I stand to be corrected on that. But I know it was more than $10,000 that we gave up.
Your class alone raised $10,000?
Yes, man. I told you we had a humanitarian. She donated. I think it was between 10 and 15. I don't have that information before me right now.
Yeah.
But she did that. We met with Dolores Ingram, who was the then principal at that time, and we made a presentation. We have still been doing a lot of stuff like through the years, you know, life happens and so things. So this is our chance now to come back and we want to do something big. It depends on how much money we raise. We want to give back majority of that money to the school.
Is that important for your class to give back to the school?
It's very important. Even the last reunion we had, and we had a dance, and we went out, we bought uniforms and everything to go back to school, but we donated those uniforms to the students. Mm-hmm. A lot of us, like myself, we're involved in charity work, doing stuff like that, giving back. So we're always giving back. Mm-hmm. There's always things that we're looking to do and to improve the quality of education for our students at CC Sweden. And like I said, I like to give honor to where honor is due. I like what Aaron Bailey is doing, and we're hoping to formulate.
Aaron Bailey is active.
They're very active, and I like how their GPA has even gone up because they are pride and involvement, and that is the same thing we want to produce with our alumni. We want to give that same pride, help our students, and I don't understand, and a lot of them don't know the history of CC Sweden. So that is why a lot of them, they hear Big Dollars, and so a lot of them are depressed because they don't know the meaning of why the school called Big Dollars. So I was glad that he brought that up and he talked about CC Sweden and what we produce, but also to let you know that CC Sweden was a school of opportunity and second chances. You understand me? And so this is what we aim to do within our 40-year celebration, is bring an awareness. bring an awareness of who we are as CC Sweeten Cold Breast. We were the sports champions.
I remember CC being one of the dominant
powerhouses back in the day.
Track and field.
We
used to sack and CC used to battle it out
all the time.
Now we're hearing sack and QC. I'm not used to CC not being there and calling the name.
Well, that's what we aim to push that pride back into our students, for them to realize that we were the powerhouse of the day back in the day, and we could retrieve that. All right, so that's what we're all about.
I remember this. They had a CC guy named Jax, and when Jax come on the field, he leave everyone by like a mile.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was back in the day.
I have a text here. Said, "Good morning, and CC Sweden. Good morning, and CC Sweden is the best school since public schools started. I asked Mother Pratt. I asked across industries. The best if the Bahamas came from CC Sweden, and Rodney Munker never took CC Sweden out of his blood. Many firsts in the country came from CC Sweden. If I tell you, it will mesmerize you." And it's good to hear. We need to hear more stories and more success stories.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that your year, in the class of '86, that you highlight what your fellow graduates are doing. Take their picture, put it on Facebook.
Yeah, man. We're doing stuff, and the other day, like I said, we had a celebration with, I think it was 2 years ago, when they had it was one of the other celebration, and I think it was well attended. The Governor General, everyone was there. It was a big celebration, and we want to do an even bigger celebration. We want to take it back, really back. We want to take our children and our grandchildren. I know I have grandchildren. I have 4 grandchildren. I have 2 kids. And I want my kids to experience some of what I experienced back in the day. Because a lot of our grandchildren don't know about shooting marbles. And we're hoping that we could probably do something at the Botanical Gardens, shoot marbles, do stuff like that, and take it back to hopscotch. Let kids see what it was to play outside, not just to be on the computer.
We have another caller who wants to engage you.
Okay.
But I know your class is active. You're communicating WhatsApp and doing activities.
Yeah,
but are you plugged into a bigger alumni association or not yet?
Yeah, we are plugged in.
So there is a CC Sweden Alumni Association.
There's a CC Sweden Alumni Association.
I need to get them on
the
radio and talk about them.
Get them on.
Let's go to the caller. Guardian Radio AM, you're live.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I attended in 1991.
Okay.
We would have had first that went into government. We would have CEOs. We would have a lot of people, individuals who went on and did exceptionally well in the government sector. And so, I don't have the time to go into everything, but we had people who was in charge of the government sector, former treasurers for the Treasury Department. So, we did exceptionally well.
I need to hear CC Sweden's story. Because this is like news to me to know that there are prominent figures, and so many are coming out of CC Sweden. And now, only because class of '86 here now, I hear about it. And the gentleman called and say, man, his class doing well. How come the one coming on the radio and talking about what are all they doing?
Well, I don't know if people are tuning in because it's a Friday, and maybe we weren't aware that you have a show about CC. But I will say this. For all schools, I attended Oaksfield, which is now Eva Hilton, and I attended CC Sweden. I took it upon myself to learn who CC Sweden was. And so a lot of individuals would have attended school, A.F. Adley, H.O. Nash, and do not know the names of the individuals who the school is named after. And so this is how we instill pride within ourselves, to learn who the school is named after and the individuals who attended the school. So let me just interrupt you.
I appreciate it, but don't forget, on February 28th.
Yeah, man, we're looking for you to join us down there on February 28th. It's going to be a blast. Old school. We're going to be having some fun. It's going to be a grown folks party.
All right, do well.
All right, thank you. Please come out.
He's a class of '94. We grew up in reggae. We grew up in dance hall. And on a boat.
But
we would never call him too, man. Let's call and talk to you, man. Let's call him.
Go ahead.
Kermit, let's squeeze this call in. Go ahead. Guardian Radio AM. You're live.
Guardian Radio?
Yes, it is. We're talking with Ivan Moxie from CC Sweden, class of '86. Go ahead.
Good morning. I'm from
morning.
the class of 78.
Wow.
I'm the president of class of 78 CC Sweden. And many good things came out of CC Sweden.
So I hear it.
Okay. The former Commissioner of Police, Clayton Fernando.
Yes.
CC Sweden. The former Immigration Chief, Clarence Russell. He's from our class.
Wow.
Mr. King from the Defense Force. We got a lot of good people that came. Could anything good come out of CC Sweden?
I asked that question, and clearly, yes. You all need to have a CC Sweden Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I appreciate class of 86. And I'm going to get some of my fellow 78 to join you at that 86 celebration on the 28th.
Please come on down, man. We're looking for your support, and anything you guys are doing, just let us know so that we can support. This is what it's all about. Each one help one, and that's what we're doing. That's our main goal. And I didn't hear you mention Judy Hart. You remember Judy Hart? Judy Hart, I think she held a good position there at the College of Bahamas for many years as well.
Yeah, and Ruth, Dr. Ruth, at the College of Bahamas, she's one of the lectures. She's from Sweden class 78 too.
Yes.
Yeah, so we got a lot of good folks from CC Sweden.
I appreciate
I just called you to encourage you.
Yes.
Thank you, man. Thank you. We appreciate the support. And if anyone else out there want to lend their support and call in and share with us, man, we'll be more than happy.
We have one more call. Let's engage this caller before you run down everything in our last 3 minutes. Go ahead, caller.
Hi. Good day.
Good day. You're live.
Okay. You know what that school was called before it was back? What
was it called?
Brantwood Primary.
Okay.
Have you ever heard, I'm asking the gentleman, have you ever heard about that school?
I never heard about Wentworth, to be honest with you. I try to be as honest as I can be, but I've never heard about Wentworth Primary. But I knew that the old side of the school, before they split it again, the old side was the Teachers College. I remember that because
right across the street.
Yeah, Teachers College.
Right.
Yeah.
But where CC Street is now.
Okay.
Well, I'm a potential alumni from there. I about 20 years ahead of you.
Okay.
But that was Brantwood. When they closed it down back in 1973, I think, and they sent everybody to Uriah Maxey. But that was Brantwood, and somebody called it and said, Brantwood Primary.
I appreciate
I appreciate that information.
And I congratulate you for that, because
Thank you.
CC Speeding always has, after that, they had this, you know, the big dollar.
Yeah, they had a stigma. But now, Moxie explained what that all that means. The School of Second Chances. So I'm glad he was here to explain that. So now I can actually go herald the greatness of CC. We have three more minutes. I want to give a phone number.
Yes, phone number. Yeah, you want our phone
to
number?
contact you to buy tickets and stuff.
Yeah, buy tickets. My number is 803-8970.
Do it again.
That's 803-8970.
And that's in case someone want to buy
Man,
tickets.
call me up. We got the tickets. They're hot off the press. And we want to give away 2 tickets this morning.
Can I give them away Monday morning?
Oh, you could do that on Monday morning.
I won't have things to give away.
Yeah, man. You could give them.
So
give
read
them
what
away
on the
Monday
ticket.
morning.
Read what on the ticket, and I'll have it as a big thing.
All right. It's a post.
I'll call it Class of 86 Day on Monday morning.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. If you want me to come back on Monday morning, I'll be more than happy to come back and expand. All right. So it is a post Valentine Day celebration. We're gonna have it on February 28th. It's gonna be at the school's auditorium. We also it says the theme is Let's Dance. Now you know back in the day we had Whitney Houston was top on the charts, was just coming out. We had Prince, we had all those good artists. Lionel Richie was popping off, Patti LaBelle, all of them was popping off back in the day, and we're gonna have a lot of those music from the 80s and backward. So we want to tell everyone, please, I'm gonna leave these tickets with him, and like he says, we have some trivias I would like to share with you on that day. We will use, I'm going to pass these to you right now, and we're going to have some trivias on that day, and we're going to sit, and we're going to see how many persons we could get to call in, and see who could be the lucky winner of the ticket.
Yeah, we can have Monday be CC. You coming Monday?
Yes, man.
We can have
Of course,
Monday be CC Sweden Day.
Yes.
And any past alumni could call and talk about CC Sweden, because I want to know if anything great come from CC Sweden.
Man,
I know.
Before we go, I was honored 2 years ago as a national hero of the country.
You?
Yes, one of the, back, I was honored for my service to the community.
Good for you.
So I'm thankful, so I'm one of the national heroes from CC Sweden
When you come back, bring some other CC Sweden people too.
I will bring a couple more of them. You know, a lot of them, because of commitments, they couldn't make it here this morning, but we'll have a bigger team with me.
Now you know, Monday
will
be CC Sweden Day.
Live and direct.
We can insert what you doing again with your anniversary stuff. But
Yes.
Monday is CC Sweden Day. Anything about CC Sweden.
Yes.
What
And
we
so
celebrate?
we're going to let the school know too, so that they can let the kids know, so that they can feel proud. Tell their parents.
the principal come. Come on.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can get the principal to attend
Monday.
with us on Monday.
Monday is CC Sweden Day.
Thank you very much.
And you can lead the child because class of 86 celebrating. How much years you all been in school?
40 years, a
40
whole
years.
generation.
And then I already have
And it's a celebration of what? Life.
There you go. There
We're
you
going
go.
to be celebrating.
There you
life.
go. This has been Guardian Radio AM. That's Mr. Moxie, who's a representative of the class of 86. They're having a big celebration on February 28th. This big dance. Big dance. And they already have me committed that Monday could be CC Sweden Day. We can celebrate CC Sweden and see if anything good come from that school. You negotiate to see if you get a principal or some person here.
We'll try our best, and
Yeah.
we'll see if we can have someone.
You can do it. You can do it.
I know. Listen,
It can be done.
This is a persuasive group.
There you go.
86.
Class of 1986.
Great and fabulous.
Yes.
You know.
This has been Guardian Radio AM. Have a happy Valentine's Day. Go out. Go out and celebrate. Go out and celebrate. Or buy something nice. Buy candy. Right? Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.